I serve Russia. Her alone. I would give you half my kingdom, only to learn how to rule the other half. It takes 3 Jews to deceive 1 Russian. Loss of time is like death, irretrievable. Our own confession is the best testimony in the world. There are no redheads or cross-eyed people in the service of the ruler. Russia is not a kingdom, but a part of the world. Russia is alone in the world, she has no rivals. It is impossible for Russia to live without an army, as without a soul. The subordinate must look dashing and foolish in front of the superior, so as not to embarrass him with his intelligence. I don't care whether you are baptized or circumcised, just be a good man and know your business. Officers are to soldiers as fathers are to children. You can't do everything alone. Not us, but our great-grandchildren will fly through the air like birds. It's not that I don't like you because you're stupid or lazy, it's because your mind is constricted with me. And I need leaders. Do not do anything unless it is necessary for the glory of the fatherland. Hoping for peace, we must not be lazy in the war effort. We, Peter I, Tsar and autocrat of all Russia. I have many people, but I can count those I can trust on the fingers of one hand. It is better to be someone else's good than one's own bad. Whoever leaves his place without an order, betrays a friend, or makes a dishonorable escape, will lose both his honor and his life. I sharpen my bones with a chisel, but I cannot sharpen the stubborn with a club. Whoever wants it will determine the inheritance. Do you know how I deal with boasters? To the health of my teachers in the art of warfare. If misfortune is feared, there will be no happiness. His Majesty is an autocratic monarch who is not accountable to anyone in the world for his affairs. A soldier's breast is the defense of the fatherland. Any ruler who has an army on land has one hand. And he who has a fleet has both hands. Virtue without reason is empty. All Russian warships must not lower their flags before anyone. Time is like red-hot iron, which, when it cools down, is difficult to forge. I heal my body with water and my subjects with examples. In both I see slow healing. Be proactive in all actions. To be a prisoner of a mistress is worse than to be a prisoner of war. The freedom of the enemy may be quick, but the fetters of the woman are long. He who is cruel is no hero. The spirit and the art gain more than the multitude. If only there were ships, the fleet would find its own harbor. The subordinate must look dashing and foolish before his superiors, so as not to embarrass his superiors with his intelligence. Military affairs are the first of the worldly affairs, supposedly the most important for the defense of the fatherland. We have passed from darkness to light through warlike deeds. I heal my body with water and my subjects with examples. In both I see a slow healing. Time will decide everything. I trust in God. All our business will be ruined if the fleet is wasted. It's no use writing laws if they're not enforced. Every potentate who has an army on land has one hand, and he who has a fleet has both hands. Every man, when asked, must know his position and place. The case shows what the work was like. I am always ready to give a square mile for every square foot of sea. Have the truth in battle before your eyes. Let him who loves money more than honor leave the service. Once sworn to the banner, he must stand by it until death. Can I order someone to go ahead of me if I am not ahead of everyone else? In the hope of peace, we must not be lax in military affairs. If one man is not taken care of, it will harm him everywhere. It is not good to take silver, but to do deeds of lead. To teach how to act in battle without ceasing. The lost weapon will be returned, but the violation of this word is irrevocable. The closer you are to the enemy's weapons, the less damage they will inflict. The more danger, the more glory.